Hello, dear learners and viewers. Welcome to you all. Hope you are hale and hearty and passing your busy days with studies. Dear learners, at the outset of our class, I would like to recite a few lines from a poem, Nari, by our national poet Kazi Nazrul Islam. বিশ্বের যা কিছু মহান সৃষ্টি চিরকল্যাণকর অর্ধেক তার করিয়াছে নারী অর্ধেক তার নর. In English, half of the great creations in the world that are eternally benevolent, half of them are created, half of them are made by women and the rest half are made by men. So dear learners, today I shall talk about the great contributions and achievements of an extraordinary woman named Helen Adams Keller, who has created an unprecedented history in human civilization, and still we remember her with solemn respect. So dear learners, our today's topic is Great Women to Remember. You will get it Unit 5, Lesson 4. Okay, before starting our session, I would like to show you the important events of Helen Adams Keller's life. Let's see. She was born in 27th June 1880, Tuscumbia, Alabama, USA, and she died on June 1st, 1968 at the age of 87, Easton, Connecticut, USA, and she did her BA honors degree from Radcliffe College. She was at the same time author, political activist, and a lecturer. And the story of my life is her autobiography, and this was very famous. Still, it is very famous. Writings. She wrote 14 books. Okay, now let us start from our text. Helen Keller was a great humanitarian. That means she had deep passion and love and fellow feelings for mankind. That's why the writer says that Helen Keller was a great humanitarian. She cared deeply for the sick, injured, and disabled people. She always took care of the sick, injured, and disabled people. These disabled people have physical or mental problems that limits their activities or senses. Disabled means physically challenged people. Okay. Helen devoted her life to help them. Helen worked for these disabled people all through her life. Helen Keller was born in 1880 in Tuscumbia, Alabama. That means Helen Keller always took care of these disabled people, and she sacrificed her life for the well-being of these disabled people. She worked hard for the welfare of these disabled people. Her father was Captain Arthur Keller. You see the picture of Arthur Keller, and mother Catherine Adams Keller. Her family was not so rich, and its main sources income was cotton plantation. You see cotton plantation. Helen was quite healthy when she was born, but in 1882 she had high fever and she became totally blind, deaf, and dumb. So you see, unfortunately, Helen Keller became blind, deaf, and dumb after few years of her birth. At that time, her father was a newspaper editor, and he has a great relationship with Alexander Graham Bell. You know, Alexander Graham Bell was the inventor of telephone, and at that time he was working with deaf children, and later Bell met Helen and her parents. He suggested Perkins School for the Blind in Boston for Helen. That means Alexander Graham Bell advised Helen's parents that Helen should got her admission into Perkins School for the Blind in Boston. Okay. Captain Arthur went to the director of the school, Michael Anaganos. You see the picture of Michael Anaganos. Mr. Anaganos sent one of his best students called Annie Sullivan to help Helen in 1887. So, you see Annie Sullivan is or was the teacher of Helen Keller. Annie greatly helped Helen Keller in to do her daily activities. Okay. Helen Keller started her formal education in 1890. So, getting help from Annie Sullivan, Helen started her formal education in 1890. She began to take classes at the Horace Mann School for the Deaf in Boston. You see the picture of Horace Mann School for the Deaf in Boston. From 1894 to 1896, she attended the Wright Hampson School, and here you also see the picture of Wright Hampson School. Here she attended, here she continued from 1894 up to 1896. Okay, and this school was situated in New York. There she worked to improve her communications skill and studied regular academic subjects. From this school, Helen became acquainted, or Helen enriched herself how to communicate with others. Helen gradually made up her mind to attend college. In 1896, she attended the Cambridge School for Young Ladies. Here you see the picture of Cambridge School for Young Ladies, Massachusetts. That is also situated in USA. And Helen decided to attend this college. Okay. Later, she was admitted to Radcliffe College. Here you see the picture of Radcliffe College. Then Helen got her admission into Radcliffe College. Here she learned reading through special technique called Braille. Okay. And from Radcliffe College, Helen learned how to read and write with a special technique that is called Braille. Now here you see the Braille alphabet, and here one thing you should know, who is Braille. Okay, you see the picture of Louis Braille, and now I am going to tell you about Louis Braille. Okay, Louis Braille was born in 1809 and died in 1852. 52nd, 6th January. He was a French educator and inventor of a system reading and writing for the use of the blind or visually impaired. Okay, Louis Braille invented this system, how to read and write with the help of this alphabet, that means Braille alphabet. Okay, his system is known worldwide simply as Braille. This system is known Braille throughout the world. Braille was blinded at the age of 3. You see, there is also an unfortunate event that Braille was like Helen. Braille was born with the sound, born as a sound baby, but at the age of 3, he became blind as a result of an accident with a stitching awl. You see the picture of awl. This is a sharp pointed tools. Awl in his father's harness. Harness means a kind of strap that is used to tie horse or any cart. Leather belt, leather strap. Okay, harness, working shop. Consequently, an affection set in and spread to both eyes, resulting in total blindness. Now you see, Helen also learned here how to type, and Annie Sullivan was always with her for help. You see, Annie Sullivan, her teacher, always helped her how to type. She sat by her in the class and interpreted lectures and text. She always sat by her and explained the text or even the lectures of the teachers. In 1904, Helen received a BA degree with honors from that college. From Radcliffe College. Helen obtained BA honors degree. Helen Keller spent the rest of her life trying to make it easier for the disabled people to learn, and later Helen also worked hard how to contribute for the blind people so that they can read and write very easily. Helen Keller died on June 1st, 1968, a few weeks shorter of her 88th birthday. Before her 88th birthday, she died. Now, dear learners, let us know the meaning of these words. First of all, you see humanitarian. Here you the picture. They are helping the poor and distressed people. So, humanitarian means involved or in connected with improving people's life and reducing suffering. Disabled. Here you see the picture of disabled people. Disabled means having a physical or mental condition that limits their movement, sense or activities. Dumb. Here you see the picture. Dumb means temporarily unable or unwilling to speak. Deaf. Here you see there is a problem in his or her ear. That means lacking the power of hearing or having impaired hearing. Interpreted. Here you see the picture. Two men, one is from Kenya and other is from UK, and this guy who is in the middle is an interpreter. That means she is interpreting what they are talking. That means explain the meaning of information or action. Okay, dear learners. Now, this is a homework for you and you will do it at home. Okay. The first one is how long did she study at the Wright Hampson School, and the second one is how did Annie help Helen with her studies at Radcliffe College. So, dear learners, that is for all today. Thank you very much. Bye.